Take your practice to the next level with our Boho Beautiful official app, your #1 stop for an entire exclusive library of yoga, fitness, Pilates, guided meditations, and so much more. Download it today in the App Store.
Welcome to your empowering yoga practice of strength, balance, and transformation. Today we embark on a dynamic 30-minute journey through a sequence of invigorating asanas and inversions designed to challenge and revitalize every inch of your body. This practice is a wonderful opportunity to explore your boundaries, ignite your inner fire, and elevate your practice to new heights. We'll flow through a series of poses to warm up the muscles, align our breath with movement, and awaken the energy within, preparing us for some advanced postures and inversions closer to the end of the class. So let's step onto our mats with boldness and grace, align our intentions with our breath, and enjoy a moment of self-care and self-love. Let's begin. Hello, my wonderful friends. Thank you so much for joining me here today for this practice. We're going to begin by coming over to the very back of our mat into child's pose. So bring your feet together, knees together. And go ahead and slowly just open up that heart and dive all the way forward with your arms reaching to the front. From here, as we begin to welcome breath into the body, simply rock side to side very gently, noticing how your body's feeling in this moment, where you're holding extra tension today, adding a little bit of movement and love into those areas of your body with your breath. And then slowly begin to roll vertebra by vertebra, coming all the way forward, dropping the belly, and then rolling back to child's pose. So wave-like motions with the spine. Come forward, but staying on the knees. And all the way back. Feel free to involve the head and the neck into this as well. So roll through, arch the back, and lead with the hips as you come back into child's pose. Roll through, arch, and back. Holding your child's pose here, forehead down. Good, and then come through all the way, open into a full cobra or baby cobra, and then push through back into child's pose. So using a little bit more of your strength, drive through, look up, push into the hands, lead with your hips, sit back. So bend your elbows, come through. Push up, drop it down, push into the hands like a push-up, but release all the way to child's pose. Come through, bend your elbows, look up, and come back over into child's pose. Come through, look up, full upward dog if you want, and come down to child's pose, and again come through, push, upward dog, and back to child. So involving a little bit more of your upper strength, use the triceps, press up, lift your thighs off the floor, full upward facing dog. And then from here, bend your knees, sit back into child's pose, extending through the elbows. Taking a moment to reconnect to that center, your present moment, your breath. And then slowly come on over to your knees, extend your right leg and reach your right arm up to the sky as the left hand stays grounded. So a little baby twist. And then come to center, other side, left arm reaches up. And then slowly come back over to center, come over to your left knee as your arms reach up. And we're gonna do a nice side stretch. So that right arm reaches towards the straight right leg. Left arm reaches up to the sky, so you're feeling that nice stretch through the side body. And then from here, come back to center, arms up to the sky. And then reach both of your arms to the front of your mat, taking a variation of a puppy pose, but continue to keep your right leg extended to the side. Feeling the opening along the right hip, while at the same time opening through that chest in the heart center. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Wonderful. And then from here, come back over to your puppy pose. Inhale. Exhale back down with your belly. Press onto the hands, lift up into upward facing dog. Exhale, bend your knees, sit back, child's pose. Let's do that again on the other side. Come over to your knees, extend your left leg at this time, right hand down, reach your left arm up, inhale. Exhale, come down, other side. Great, exhale, come down. Stand up tall on your right knee, reach both arms up, and then reach over to your left. Trying to keep your shoulders and your hips square to the front of your mat. Reaching, feeling this extension through the side body. Inhale. Exhale out. Slowly come back to center. And then release your hands, walk them forward, and come into this variation of puppy pose with your left leg extended to the side. Noticing the sensations coming through your left hip joint now. Noticing any different sensations through the inner thigh. Inhale. Exhale out. Awesome. Back into that puppy. One more breath in, and then exhale, transitioning over to your belly, hands at your side, extend and lift into upward facing dog. Exhale, bend your knees, child's pose. Inhale, come over to hands and knees, tuck your toes, and then extend into our first downward facing dog. Let's begin to walk out our downward dog to let go of any tension, stiffness you may feel at the beginning of the practice. Adding as much movement into your shoulders, into your hips as you like. And then finding stillness, holding this downward facing dog for a breath in. And long exhale out. Slowly from here, walking towards the front of your mat with both of your feet. Once you reach the front, relax your head, bend your knees, and begin to slowly roll up to standing. Big breath in, reach both arms up to the sky. Exhale, come into forward fold. Bend your knees, roll up to standing once again. Connecting movement and breath, inhale. Exhale, dive into forward fold. Bend your knees, roll up to standing. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, roll up to standing. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Let's stay here for just a moment. Then on your next breath, you're going to come up halfway up to the fingertips, look forward. Exhale, bend both knees, step back into high plank position, take your Chaturanga Dandasana. Release the toes and open into upward facing dog. Exhale, push and release, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, slowly come back over into child's pose. Rest your forehead onto the floor. Slowly rolling forward, step your right foot to the front of your mat. Reach both arms up into your low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, come through and back down, child's pose. We're going to do that again on the other leg. Step your left leg forward, low lunge. Arms circle through, step back, child's pose. Right foot steps forward, arms reach up. Bend your elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades at this time, extend your arms. Bend your elbows, squeeze, and reach. Squeeze and reach. Squeeze. Reach, and then taking your eagle arms, right elbow under your left, intertwine your wrist, connect the palms of your hands. Tuck your back toes, and then see if you can lift the bottom knee off the mat here. And then adding movement by bringing your elbows to the front knee and lifting up into your lunge. Elbows to front knee and up. Elbows to front knee and up. Bring it down and bring your body up, finding that center. Hold, and then shift your weight to the right foot. Bring your left knee up to your belly button and come into a full eagle pose. Crossing left knee over right, intertwine your ankles and just hold it here. Aligning your elbows and your knees. And then slowly from here, extend, release, and that same left foot is going to step all the way back into that high lunge. Reach both arms up to the sky. Bend your elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then bring it all the way down. From here, extending that front knee into pyramid, and then come forward into your lunge. Exhale, extend and flex the foot for an added release, and then back to lunge. Extend and flex, and back to lunge. Move with the breath. Exhale as you extend, and let's just find stillness and hold here. Just being very mindful of the alignment of your body, so make sure you keep pulling that right hip back, gently pushing the left hip forward to try to align your hips as much as possible. Find your breath, and with each exhalation, try to bring that forehead a little bit closer to your knee. Inhale. Exhale, come forward. Reaching your right arm up to the sky, left hand stays down, and then thread it through. Inhale, reach, and that right hand reaches to the opposite side of the mat. Reach and bring it through the leg. Reach and bring it through. Reach. Hold for breath. And then exhale, you're going to take that right arm, bring it through, almost like you're giving your front knee a hug. Hold it here, and then see if you can find your balance and bring the other hand around. So you're holding onto the opposite elbows, your front knee is in the middle, you're breathing, focused and controlled. Now once you're ready, release the hands, step back into plank and take your flow. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Awesome. Inhale. Exhale, come down onto your knees, sit back into your child's pose. Just take a second to recenter yourself. Roll up, step your left foot forward. Exhale, step back into child's pose. Roll up, step your right foot forward. Back into child's pose. Step your left foot forward, reach your arms up, and back into child's. Step your right foot forward, and back into child's pose. Step your left foot forward, arms up. Now let's take our cactus arms. On your exhale, bend your elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Reach it back up. Exhale, squeeze, and up. Exhale, squeeze, hold it here. And reach forward. Take those eagle arms. This time, left elbow under your right. Hold it here. Just find your balance and then tuck your back toes and see if you can lift the back knee off the mat. And then bring your elbows to your knee and bring it up for one. So adding movement, connecting it to your breath while we find that balance. Inhale, elbows to knee. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, elbows to knee. Exhale, bring it up. Hold it here, shift your weight over to your left foot, bring your right knee up, and then take your full eagle pose. Come all the way down. Finding that center and alignment, elbows aligned with your knees. Breathe in. And as you exhale, stand up, step your right foot all the way to the back of your mat. Once again, release your hands. And then bring them all the way down to the front of your mat. Let's extend into our pyramid pose. Flex your front foot, release, and then come forward. Exhale, extend and release. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, extend and release. And forward. Exhale, extend, and now let's hold it here. Continue to think of that alignment. So this time now we're pulling the left hip back, pushing the right hip forward. Allow the forehead to come down towards your knee or your shin. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly come forward once again. And at this time, left arm is going to reach up to the sky into that twist and then come through 1. Reach it up and then bring it through for 2. Reach it up and 3. Reach it up and 4. Reach it up and 5. Now grab that opposite elbow. See if you can find your balance, and then if you want to take it that step further, you're going to reach for the opposite elbow. So now holding on to each elbow, your left knee is right in that little bind. Hold, you can look forward, you can look at the mat, whatever feels best, and then release your hands and step back into your high plank position. Take your flow, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. And then exhale, push and release, downward facing dog. Find your breath, come down onto your knees and release into child's pose once again. Recenter, realign. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale out. Beautiful. Slowly from here, tuck your toes and then shift your weight to the back of your mat, coming into our malasana or yogic squat. You can open up your feet just a tad wider and then use your elbows and push into the knees and open those knees out away from you. Think about bringing your tailbone down to the mat, reaching through the crown of your head. Inhale. Exhale now. Bring the palms of your hands down and then see if you can just bring your forehead towards the floor as much as you can. Notice a different sensation in your hips for a moment. And then from here, lift your hips, heel toe your feet closer together, about hip width apart. And then see if you can grab your big toes and release into your forward fold. Inhale, extend the elbows. Exhale, bend your elbows, release. Inhale, extend, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, extend, forward. Exhale, release. Wonderful. Hold for a moment, just feeling this nice release of the neck, the upper back. Being mindful that you're folding from your hips, not your lower back. And then slowly walk forward with your hands back into high plank and flow chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Awesome. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. And inhale once again. Exhale, let it go. Slowly come down onto your knees. Sit back into your child's pose. Inhale again. Then on your exhale, reach your right hand towards the right heel or the right toes, whatever feels good. And then lift your hips and open into a single camel. So it's like a camel pose, but we're just doing it on one side. The other arm reaches to the back of your mat. And then come all the way down and switch to the other side. Left hand to your left heel. Push the hips forward. Reach your right arm all the way back. Good. Exhale, come down. And then from here, let's prepare to do our full camel. First, let's roll up to our kneeling position on the knees, arms reaching up. Hands come onto your sacrum. You can take your camel here, or a full camel with your hands reaching for the heels, pushing the pelvis forward and dropping your head all the way back. Take whichever variation and modification you require. And hold it here, continuing to push the hips forward, really opening through that heart center. Squeeze your glutes, keep reaching. Open up, throw your head back. And then hands come back into that sacrum. Support your back as you sit back over to kneeling and release into your child's pose, a wonderful counter pose. Find your breath once again. Inhale. And exhale, slowly roll up. Extend back into your upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, find your breath. Reconnect. And then slowly roll yourself back into child's pose. Moving on to our headstand, interlace your fingers. Place your elbows onto the mat. Place the crown of your head right onto the mat, lift up into a dolphin, and then begin to walk your feet. Here you can lift one foot off the time and just practice there, or both feet, or if you're ready to try, extend into a full headstand. Now do whatever you gotta do, just remember we're all at different levels here. Don't push anything you're not comfortable. If you want to just work on holding a dolphin and getting a little bit more comfortable in just that inversion on the top of your head, go ahead. If you're in full headstand and want to go even more unique and difficult, you can take eagle legs, intertwining your legs one side and then the other. Once again, use this as a little bit of playtime for yourself, seeing how far you can try to push your body, how comfortable you feel in different variations. Remembering that mastering headstands is a process. It takes dedication and practice. So be kind to yourself. Once you're ready to come out of a headstand, begin to lower the legs first. See if you can gather that strength in your core. Lower all the way until you can just hover the toes. And then plant the toes down in your dolphin, and then drop the knees, and then release into child's pose. Now rest your forehead on your mat, and maybe even just start to gently rock your head side to side. I find that feels really nice for the neck, especially after you've been holding a little more weight than usual. It's nice to give it a moment to decompress and release. So a gentle movement with your head side to side, almost like you're massaging your forehead. And then from here, roll through and take your upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Hold it here. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, and then hop to the front, cross your feet, and land in a seated position. Reach your arms forward, give yourself a nice big hug, and slowly round vertebra by vertebra all the way down onto your mat. Giving yourself a hug, maybe a gentle rock side to side. Just let your body settle for a moment. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to extend both of your legs all the way up to the sky. Hold the back of your knees if you need to flex your feet. Drop your arms and drop your head down. Slowly moving into our next asana, halasana, or plow pose. Go ahead and release your feet all the way up and over your head onto the mat. Interlace your fingers, extend through the elbows. Holding it here. Bringing your feet together, extending through the knees. Now we're going to continue to add on to this practice. If there's at any point you feel uncomfortable, feel free to just take whatever modification you need. Moving on into our shoulder stand next, as you extend your legs up to the sky, support yourself by holding on to the low back, to your sacrum. Keep pulling up from the toes as if somebody's pulling you up to the sky. Continue to reach up, reach up. Then from here, taking a lotus by bringing your right foot in front, left foot in front. Again, if a full lotus is not possible for you today, just feel free to practice your shoulder stand. If this is within your practice, then release your knees now towards your shoulders or towards the mat. Once again, I remind you, if you want to stay in your plow, that's totally fine. If you want to take it to the next step, take a bind by bringing your arms around your legs, connecting 4 fingers together. So truly balancing on your shoulders here. Inhale. And exhale, release. Arms come down. Or you can push over onto the knees and then see if you can lift them up by extending the elbows and just supporting the knees there. Once again, this is quite an advanced asana, so do your best. The goal here is to try and continue to balance on your shoulders. But if this is too far for your practice today, then stay in a plow or any other variation. Release, hands down, release the feet and the legs. Come back into your plow, halasana. And then slowly start to lower vertebra by vertebra. Take your time. Use the strength of your core. Good. Inhale, flex your feet. Exhale, come all the way down. From this position, taking our fish. So you're going to place your hands right underneath your sit bones. Flex your feet. Lift from your collarbone, your heart center, and come into fish. Variation 2, a little more advanced. Take that lotus pose once again. And then grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Press into the elbows and lift and open as you press the top of your head onto the mat. 2 different variations. Fish is much more easier. You can take a full lotus variation if you like. Great, and then release. Release the legs, extend them back up to the sky, and slowly bring the legs down. Go ahead and release your hands. Give yourself one more hug, forehead to your knees. And then let's take a spinal twist. Extend your legs and place your left knee over your right. And then twist towards your right, extending the bottom leg. Reach your left arm away from you and take that spinal twist. If you like to add a little extra, then go ahead and reach for that back foot. So now we're doing a spinal twist and bringing it a little deeper sensation into the quadricep. If you're in this variation, you want to think about pulling the heel towards your glute while at the same time maintaining that alignment by bringing the other knee to the mat and trying to keep your shoulders on the floor at the same time. Release. Come back to center. And let's switch to the other side. This time, right knee over your left. Go ahead and twist. Take both knees to your left. Extend your right arm. And then from here, extend the bottom leg. And you can stay in this variation of a spinal twist or reach for that bottom ankle and begin to pull that heel towards your glute. Close your eyes and just take this opportunity to go inward. Breathing in and exhale, letting your body relax onto the mat. Inhale and exhale. Release. Come back to center. And then pull both of your knees in. Just gently rock side to side. And then come back to center. Flex your feet. Grab the outsides of your feet. Begin to extend both knees. And then open up the legs. Bend your knees and come down into our happy baby. Rest your head on the floor. And you can either find stillness or you can gently rock left and right. And let's go a little deeper into each side, extending one leg all the way out now and bringing the other heel towards your pubic bone. And just breathe here, noticing a deeper release through the inner thigh. And then back to happy baby, and then switch. So one heel comes closer to your midline, the other leg extends as far as possible. Inhale. And exhale back into happy baby. And then extend both knees. Release the hands, point your toes. Then slowly lowering down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your legs, relax, recenter yourself, and come into our final asana, our Savasana corpse pose. This is a time where you can allow the feet to open. The palms of your hands are open. Relax your head, close your eyes. Bringing all of your attention to your breath, letting go of all of the muscles in the body. With each exhalation, allowing your body to surrender to the ground underneath you at this time. Allowing yourself to be held. Allowing yourself to completely let go of everything you're holding on to at this time. Simply be one with your breath as you inhale, and then as you exhale. If you'd like to stay in the Shavasana for much longer, please pause the video at this time and stay as much as you need. However, if you'd like to continue and finish with me, then go ahead, extend your arms above your head, bend your knees, roll over onto one side, and then meet me in a seated position along the center of your mat. Good. Once you get to the center, relax, find that balance, take a deep breath, and exhale out. Inhale, and exhale out. And take this opportunity to place your hands in Anjali Mudra, placing them in front of your heart or your third eye, and simply bowing to yourself in gratitude for your wonderful practice. Thank you so much for joining me here today in beautiful Barbados. I look forward to seeing you again on the mat. Namaste.
I hope you enjoyed this practice. If you would like to slim down and tone up, I would like to let you know about the Blissful Body Bootcamp. First things first, this is a completely free 7-day bootcamp, a course that I created for anyone that is looking for incredible results. What's most important about this particular bootcamp and program is that you are rolling out your mat every single day, stepping on your mat, and dedicating yourself to a practice. So remember, it's all about listening, tuning in, pushing yourself to that next level, and having fun. Because really, what it is all about is to have fun while we're working our bodies. So come with me. It's completely free. And all you have to do is just simply click this link here and discover how powerful you truly are.